All right. How's everybody doing today? Um, as many of you know, bear with me here just a moment. Okay. So, all right. So, I hope everybody is doing well today. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in Dallas, Texas. My name is Dr. Pamela Grayson, and I am making a video because apparently my integrity is being challenged, and I'm here for it. So I want to explain a few things. Um, it has been brought to my attention that we had a press conference a few weeks ago, those of us that support Jane Hamilton. Hi, Brandy. Those of us that support Jane Hamilton. And I made some statements during that press conference indicating that I did not support Jasmine Crockett because she had lied to me. Now, before I go any further, I want people to understand a few things. Jane Hamilton has nothing to do with this. She does not know I'm making this video, nor does the attorney that will be mentioned in this video by the name of Kim Cole. She is the attorney that sued Jasmine and won. Um, I have not spoken to Kim. Kim knows nothing about this as well. Everything that I state is public information. So it's not like I'm divulging anything that I shouldn't be. And then prior to the events that I'm going to describe in this video and prove, I supported Jasmine 110%. I believed her. I believed in her. I thought she was just the greatest thing, a light in a dark space when it came to the judiciary, specifically in civil rights within Dallas. I did. If Jasmine said it, it was good enough for me. If Jasmine, when she told me who to vote for in the judiciary, I went with what she said, regardless of what anyone else said, because I believed in her skill as an attorney, a member of the judiciary, that much. So when I saw the race against the initial individual, her predecessor in 100, House Seat 100, I began to see some things then. And then as well, if anyone knows me, thank you. I love you too, Shankia. If anyone knows me, you know that when I hear something or something was said to me, I'll bring it to you. I don't believe in this high school bulljack where I'm going to go ask people what you said and da 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 da. I will bring it to you unless you've done something significant like threaten me or my child. Then I would work through other means to address it. But something like this, when I thought we were friends, I took it to her. Now, the comments in question are where I stated that she lied to me about attempting to have another Black woman attorney sanctioned because that attorney sued her. But here's the thing, the attorney sued her and won, which means you were wrong. Jason, why you just didn't pay the girl? And so then none of this would have occurred. But you didn't. She sued. You lost. Now, while this is going on, I'm hearing the things. And again, I considered Jasmine a friend, a leader, someone I could trust. So I went to her directly. Now, the conversation was held on Facebook Messenger, which means there are screenshots, also known as receipts. Hmm. Let's look, shall we? Let's look. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk you all through it, and you all walk with me. So, this is the beginning of the conversation. Now, one thing I need for you all to pay attention to right now is that date right there, July 7th, 2020. Now, you'll see my first comment, Jasmine. I'm just going to ask because, again, I will take it to the source. Can you explain to me what is going on between you and Kim Cole? She says, hate, no clue, didn't know we had beef, literally, but you're in court. I asked her the first time. She said you tried to have her sanctioned. And then she tried to call me and understand I work from home. So I was on a break and I said, just let me ask real quick because I'm hearing things and so forth. And so apparently I was no longer available when she responded and I couldn't take her call, which I'm very glad I didn't because then it just would have been a twisting and a walking around it. And I explained I can't take your call, I'm working. Next one. My lawyer made it clear that what she was suing on is sanctionable. I never grieved her. Again, I asked, and you attempted to have her sanctioned. No, she says. So then I ask her, is Kim lying? And then she attempts to insult my intelligence by, I'd have to explain by ethics rules, you cannot collect a fee when you have no written contract. And again, the problem is Kim won. You had to pay her. So this apparently is not true. Now, I was sued, lawyers defend, so basically she can't collect, period. She won. But myself nor anyone else alerted the bar. That was clearly my bad since I would be accused any darn way. Now, again, that's Jasmine. Again, I ask. So there was no attempt to sanction Kim at all. Not that I'm aware of. I never filed anything on her. If she did, she'd have the paperwork. Bloop! Look at that, y'all. Paperwork. Now, I never tried to mess with her livelihood or pockets. Even with my back against the wall, I feel like I'm too nice. Girl, back. Now I asked her because, again, this is another thing that concerns me is you published a ugly mugshot of Lorraine Beerabill to be spiteful, pulled it down real quick, and then said you never did it. Now here we go with the people are lying on me technique. So again, I'm aware that Crockett apparently is saying it, as well as some of her supporters, to include some of her sorority sisters, are saying that I'm lying on Jasmine. I say this again for you. Receipts. People out here telling lies on me. I need to start spreading truths on them. I did not. Pam, please find the proof. Oh, we just saying this because people said it. I should have if I'm accused. And blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's what she says there. Then, if you all would look right here in the conversation, I put the PDF of the sanction that she previously said, not once. Here's the first time. Did you have her sanction? Not twice, because here's the second time I asked her. Did you have her sanction? And a third time. And each time she said no, and she felt like she was too nice. I put the sanction paperwork right there for her. Now, I explained to her, and I'm going to block this out because I'm not dragging anyone else into it. At this point, I put the paperwork there, and then I tried to call her. I explained to her, I've tried to call you. Let me be clear. The mess between our civil rights lawyers absolutely breaks my heart. If something happened to myself or Blade, I feel I have no one to call. And that is because a lot of them are trifling. Right now, behind the incident on the bridge, I'm having to file pro se because I can't find a decent lawyer. I am not trying to hold anyone accountable. That's not my job. But I do demand a modicum of respect and transparency in a relationship because I thought we had a friendship where you would tell me the truth. Because I would tell you the truth every day of the year. I am that friend that you need that will tell you when you're walking out the house dressed badly. You need those. I still think the world of you, Jasmine. Have a blessed day. Then she tried to call me back. And again, I'm back online. I'm back at work. And I explained and I said, I will available at 8:30 p.m. Let me know if that works for you. And I have never heard another single thing from Jasmine Crockett. Now let's go ahead and look at this. This is what I want you to look at when it came to the dates. This is the sanction. Now I can't be lying because there's a cause number right there and you have the ability to go look it up for yourself. I do not have the ability to recreate messenger screenshots or legal documents. This document was filed December 2nd, 2019. The day I asked her about this, and she told me no 3 times, was July 7th, 2020. 7 months and 1 day after she filed it, she's lying about it. Now, you see the cause number and you see it is a request for sanctions pursuant to Texas Rule of Civil Procedure 13. You did attempt to have her sanctioned. Under Rule 13, this is on page 6 of this very document. Without question, plaintiff's claims are groundless, where they are violative of the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct, and the court should impose reasonable sanctions against the appropriate parties for the filing of plaintiff's lawsuit. So she wanted her and whoever represented her. She went for everybody. So, again, let me be clear. I did not lie on Jasmine Crockett. You saw the receipts right there. I used to believe in her. I followed her. I thought she was great until I saw who she was. And then in that conversation, I did miss pointing out, she indicated that she wasn't into online fighting. So because the conversation wasn't what she wanted, she tried to gaslight it and make it seem like I was mistreating her and she's a victim. Victim, my ass, baby. You did the ish. You did. Now, again, I didn't lie. You have seen receipts. Now, if anybody needs any other proof beyond this, I liken that to the woman that goes on Maury Povich. The man ran off with your tax money, drank up all your kids' Capri Suns, and somebody from Pizza Hut keeps calling him and asking him for his sausage, and you still don't get a clue. I have told you. I have shown you. I can't help you at this point if you haven't been able to figure it out. I have nothing to gain by lying on Jasmine. Folks are all enamored with this girl being on fire. Yeah, you're going to be on fire, all right. We need somebody in District 30 that's going to take care of us. I even believe that if I did not support Jane and she knew it, and if she won, I could still come to her and she would still help me. She would be a leader for all, regardless of what the election had been. And I experienced that. That's not my first time either, because the current Dallas County DA, we had a conversation where I had to tell him to his face, no, I didn't support your initial run. I wasn't for you. We had that conversation. We moved on. And we do work together. And today, I support him. because he came in there and he did the thing, didn't hold it against me, but he did what he needed to do. So I anticipate Jane would have that same ability. I do not think Jasmine would. If she wins 30, those of us that didn't support her, we're out of luck. We can never look to that seat for leadership or advocacy because her integrity. Now, I need you to look at the big picture too. We saw with the mess she pulled with Lorraine Beerbill. I have had reputable attorneys come into my face and tell me that Jasmine didn't even show up for her clients. They had to step in because she failed to show up. I've had another reputable attorney tell me that, the summer of 2020, when she claimed to be bailing folks out, that she didn't. That I was told, now I'm gonna tell you, I was told two stories on that. One person said, yeah, she did send people down there to pay for it. And the other person said she got one person out. The other person was a member of the judiciary. And the other person was somebody that isn't. Then this recent mess with Botham John's mom coming out against her. And then saying that I'm lying. I gained nothing by lying on you. I don't want your job. If you look at the big picture, you will see a pattern of dishonesty and a lack of integrity. And then the leaders, some of y'all have made these endorsements absolutely worthless. Some of y'all out here with these doggone endorsements flipping like pancakes, and it's worthless. If Dr. Grayson endorses you, it sticks unless there are mitigating circumstances. I stick with Jasmine. I'm not flipping on her like other folks did. And then you flipped on her for somebody that, again, has a long pattern of lack of integrity, dishonesty, and there is even more things that could be said, but I'm just not going to be that petty and talk about those things. But at any rate, I want somebody for D30, for TX30 that represents us well, is knowledgeable, and has integrity. Jane may not tell me what I want to hear, but I believe she'll tell me the truth. There will be a workable relationship there. And speaking with Jane, and I guess some people had a question as to how I got in contact with Jane. Jane called me to ask for my endorsement. I did not know her. I knew that at that time, Jasmine and some other people were running for 30. Many of which I did not know. But I knew that I could not support Jasmine knowing what I knew about Jasmine and who she was or is. And she called me. I kept her on my phone for about an hour. You explain to me what you're going to do here. This is what I need from you. This is the position I want to hold. And I want you to back me in it. Sure did. And we talked. She gave me thorough information. She was very relatable. And I've even had issues occur where I didn't call Jane and Jane called me to help. And she helped. She did it without me asking her. This is an individual that cares about the community, cares about the people, and is best positioned and educated to go down to Austin, to go to DC. While I appreciate you fighting for me and making waves, but when you fight in a manner that makes you ineffective, then we've lost. When you don't have the ability to even open an office where I can walk up and knock on your door, I question your capacity. So I just wanted to share that, share this video. Dr. Grayson has not lied on Jasmine Crockett. I have nothing to gain by lying on Jasmine Crockett, and you saw receipts. So no one should have any questions. I normally would say, hey, if you have any questions, reach out. Don't. If you don't have the ability to pick this up on your own from what I've shown you, I can't help you. And I'd appreciate if Crockett's minions, and you know who you are, and I'm going to let your tail stay on my page just long enough so you can see this video. and then I'm kicking your ignorant tail off. Call me a liar again. Okay? I didn't do it to you. Don't do it to me. Jane Hope Hamilton for seat 30. There is hope on the ballot.